What is up, guys? Welcome back to another side quest commentary, if you will. And today's topic for today's video, I was gonna kind of go over the fall off of fast food. I got some kind of statistics as I've been doing a little research because I'm just curious myself. And I also just have a couple, personal experiences as always with these things. So, yeah, today I just wanted to kind of briefly go over on why people aren't getting fast food anymore and the reasons why. Now, one of the first reasons why, and I personally experienced myself because I grew up with the dollar menu from McDonald's, and I've slowly watched it turn into this so-called value menu that's honestly not even that good anymore. Like, I remember my friends and we would used to go get McDonald's, and one of them would have, $10, and he would get 10 McChickens, and now that might get you 3, maybe 4 if you're lucky, depending on where you are with pricing and that. But it is just insane. And one of the main things that I've noticed personally is a problem is the shrinkflation, they call it. And it's basically, it is what it sounds. It's inflated prices with shrinking products. And obviously, like I was using McDonald's for an example, my friend would get 10 McChickens, and now you couldn't even get 5 with that, which is over 100% inflation. And to top that all off, the portion sizes they're smaller now. One of my favorite things to get as a young lad, as a kid, would be a double quarter pounder with bacon and cheese. And if you're asking, yes, I was a big bag as a kid. I was a fat kid, so that's what I would be getting. That's why I'd be running up at the good old McDonald's. But I remember, used to be able to get that meal, a large, obviously, because I was a big bag, and it would be under $10, which is crazy. Now, I don't know the exact price because I haven't gone to McDonald's in a while. But one of the last times I went, I got a normal quarter pounder with some chicken nuggets, and it was damn near $20. It wasn't even a double quarter pounder with bacon. Like, it was just insane, the markup. And I've also noticed that they're smaller too. Like I said, the shrinkflation. So it is just way smaller. And from the research I've been doing and things like that, other people feel this way too. Because for the first time in recent years, a lot of fast food chains are shutting down stores and noticing a decline in sales. Which is crazy because when fast food became a thing back in the day, it used to be cheap. It used to be bought because it was a convenience and it was cheaper than having a home cooked meal, which, you can obviously have your opinions about that, about what's better for your health. Obviously the home cooked meal is, but back in the day it was cheaper than a home cooked meal, and you used to get it fast. Like, now you'll be sitting waiting there, get your food for damn near 20. My friend said he got McDonald's the other day. He was in there for 25 minutes before he got his food. Ain't no fast food. That's slow food. That's slow ass food, if you ask me. Now, obviously, cooking the food is going to take longer than that, but it is going to be significantly better. It's going to taste better and be better for you. So at that point, you might as well just cook. And being in a small town, we don't have any fast food around here, so you got to go and drive to get it if you want it anyway, at least 30 minutes. So it is just crazy what I've noticed personally. And for what I've seen, most mainstream restaurant chains are shutting down at minimum at least 200 stores in the U.S. Minimum. Some of them are shutting down more, like 500 to 800. I know I think it was Wendy's and Subway are both shutting down, in between 500 and 800 stores a piece, just because nobody is buying that food anymore, because it's not worth it. It's not worth your dollar, which is good in my opinion because your dollar has buying power. So if you see something that's not worth it, don't give the corporation money, because then they'll be forced to listen to the public's opinion if they're not getting the money they want. And a big lie I see about all this is that rising wages are the cost for the food going up, which is complete bullshit. Like, obviously, like, yes, you're getting paid more, but the dollar value is not correlating with the increase in menu prices. And it's a BS lie for corporates to get more money, because all the stores are franchised now. And it is just crazy, because if they're franchised, the owner really isn't even getting that much money or that much value from the menu prices being upped, because they're getting charged rent to have that establishment up. So, and they're unable to increase the worker's wage by the correlation of menu prices because everything else in life is so expensive. Like I said, they're paying rent to have that establishment up. Because that's what, franchising means. It means you pay money to the corporation for the real estate. They own the real estate under you, but you have the establishment to make money. But it's all increasing too much with how the dollar value is. Like, it's not correlating, which is why most people nowadays call fast food a luxury, which is insane, because that is not what it was marketed to be. Used to get 10 nuggets for $1.49 at McDonald's. Or not McDonald's, Burger King. Now, obviously, they weren't the greatest nuggets, but $1.49 for 10 of anything at a fast food restaurant is basically unheard of now. Like, that was a damn deal back in the day, or Wendy's 4 for $4. Like, there are so many deals that were glorified that you'd be lucky to get a deal even close to that price. Like an example, Subway's $5 footlongs. You'd be lucky to get a 6-inch for $5. Anytime I go to Subway, it's damn near probably $12 at least, and I only get a sub. I don't get no cookies or a meal or anything. And it's still, super expensive for what it is. And at the state fast food is in right now, it's honestly worth it to get the better quality meal cooked at home for, honestly, cheaper than what it would be to go get fast food. Because it's better nutritionally, it's better for you financially. Yes, it might take more time, but you can just meal prep and have all those meals for the week or however long you meal prep for. Like, last night, I went out to eat at one of my favorite restaurants, Hoo Hot. And I remember I went there for the first time when I was 12 or 13. I went to it for the first time with my mom. And it was under $30, I bet, for us two. It was us two for the buffet meal, they call it. And then we got a side order of 7 crab ragoons. And it was probably $35 with tip. I'm pretty generous with tipping if the service is good, so that's just how I am. Obviously, tipping culture is probably a whole nother topic for another video, but we won't get into that today. But I went there last night with my girlfriend, and we got the 2 buffet meals, and we got the 7 crab ragoon appetizer. It was $55 before the tip, which is insane. That's almost a that's almost 100% markup from what it used to be 7 years ago. And I can guarantee you the dollar value has not increased by 100% correlating with inflation. Like, I go out to eat once every 2 weeks maybe now. And it used to be a lot more than that. But it is just so expensive, you can't eat out more than twice without spending over $100, which is insane. I'd rather go buy my expensive ass groceries but have more food and have to cook it myself. And what makes this all really suck ass, in my opinion, is that, the top end or more expensive restaurants you go to. Obviously, I'm not rich, so we're talking like the good old Red Lobster back in the day, Olive Garden, even Texas Roadhouse, stuff like that. Not specifically Texas Roadhouse. I can't think of the one Longhorn. Longhorn Steakhouse. Like, those were considered expensive, but now that's standard for a sit-down restaurant. They used to be probably $40-50 to get a very decent meal, very good meal. But now you're paying upwards of $70 to $80 if you get appetizers and you want the whole shebang. Which, if I'm treating myself, I'll do that, but very rarely would I ever do that. I gotta save prior to knowing I'm going to a super fancy restaurant like that, which is kind of sucks. Sucks a lot. Because I've been to Longhorn a handful of times and it's delicious. It's good. But it's not $70 for two people good. With appetizers, probably more. But it's not worth it. And it's just better to cook all that food that you would be eating there at home. Like, you can make your own steak shrimp kebab with rice. It'll probably taste better. You'll have to put some elbow grease and love into it, obviously, but you could easily have it taste better and be significantly cheaper by big margins. Especially if you buy your groceries in bulk, which I try to because it's just better. Shop at the good old Aldi's. That's probably the best place to get groceries. You get pretty good prices for very clean food. Speaking of which, I will be eating some Aldi's food tonight. I got a Caesar salad kit with some chicken kebabs that are currently thawing out. It's gonna be very yummy. Fire up the grill. Get that shit going. Have a yummy food. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's really all I have to say. It's just that shrinkflation is insane with fast food, and it is showing that people are not happy because they're shutting down restaurants, they're losing margins with sales, and honestly, I think that's a good thing because hopefully it'll make fast food a lot cheaper and affordable once again, because I like to treat myself every once in a while, but I don't like it to dig a tiny hole in my pocket. So yeah, that's enough of me bitching and complaining for today, but whether this succeeds or not, I'll post again. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.